Welcome back, everybody. My name is Keith,
No, Dahlia.
Kevin.
and this is Sushi and Popcorn. So today, the Patreon, wonderful people who we love so much. We have Jackson Wang, Blow,
All right.
and I know how weird that sounds, but what, Blow and Wang? Yeah. So
Why do I feel like I heard that joke before?
probably maybe Nick said it. He's like the king of
No.
puns.
It came from you.
Me?
Yes.
Then maybe we did this. No, I think when we did the first run through, I think we watched this before because we did a mini run on Wang.
When we first came back.
Well, before we left,
Okay.
before the hiatus, we did we had a lot of Wang.
Okay.
So without any further ado, let's hop on the Wang. And
Yo, what are you doing,
Jesus.
yo?
this is Patreon, man. We're fine.
All right.
Blow, Wang.
It tastes like cigarettes. I hit it every chance I get. Girl, you got me dripping sweat. You pull me back every time I quit. Yeah, it tastes like cigarettes. Your body feels like disrespect. Let you play me like an instrument. But I'm addicted to it. Yeah, I'm addicted to it. Yeah, yeah. I felt it coming and I couldn't escape. I'm in the belly of the beast again. My dirty secret that keeps me awake. Don't stop now, you got me ready to blow. It tastes like cigarettes. I got a problem, think I'm into it. I breathe her in and hold it in my chest. I take a hit and let it burn my lips. Burn my lips. Hey. I felt it coming and I couldn't escape. I'm in the belly of the beast again. My dirty secret that keeps me awake. Don't stop now, you got me ready to blow. You got me blowing away. I'd do anything. Tell me what to do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey! Twinkle, twinkle, where's the star? Passed out in the back of my car. Blacked out from the night before. How we let it get this far?
Wow.
Go ahead, Kevin.
No, I just
Go.
this
Say
is the second one I've seen of him, and the video productions are just through the fucking roof. I mean, they're just to me, videos, it's more about just, having the backup dancers and there's everyone up there just dancing. That's all you have. But for me, it's like going back to the 80s and 90s where the videos, they told a story
Right.
and they sucked you in.
Right.
It's just kind of like Michael Jackson Thriller or just something like that. And the guitar, you actually have guitar in it. And it reminded me of Rick Springfield, Jesse's go dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
I'm like, dude. And then the movement with all the dancers was so good. It reminded me of the Smile too, or the backup dancers from the.
Oh, yeah.
They were just like
Yeah.
how they were flowing together. It's just really creepy, but in a good way.
Right.
Like it was like,
Right.
and he's just an all around.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he's great. He really is. Hey, get your wang on.
I don't know. This song always kind of reminds me of Panic at the Disco,
Okay.
like their sound. As far as the video, I thought the video was amazing. That hallway scene that you guys liked was an impromptu thing. When they went in one set, they had no intention of filming that scene, but I think they saw it and was like, we got to use it, especially with the fan behind them. Like they had to use it. So all that choreo was kind of just made up on the spot.
That's dope.
One thing I definitely remember me liking about this video when I noticed it again, when he does the high note and they're in that mishmash of people, the camera makes no effort to find him. If you see him, cool. Not cool. But like everybody's just moving around and people are floating in front of the camera. They're looking dead into the lens. And the camera's not like, all right, you gotta move so we can see Jackson. It's just he's there. He's in there, but it's just like the way it was done is almost like a stage production.
Right.
Where everything happens with not the audience in mind. They're moving because this is what would happen if we were just here by ourselves.
Right.
No, but I love the song. I thought the video was excellent. It never gets old. It has high rewatchability. I don't know. I think he's very talented. I mean, that goes without saying, but I think it's just certain songs, like when you watch some of his videos, it's just like the concepts are so simple but so complex at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, why did nobody else do this? Why did nobody else think of this? Why aren't other people, doing videos this way?
Right.
But it's definitely fun to watch. I enjoy it every time.
For me, Jackson Wang, he's just all around, like, and I hate to say it this way, but I'm saying it out of love. He is their version of our Prince. You know what I mean? That multi-talented, multifaceted, and that I'm in here, you're directing, you're producing, you're editing, you're doing choreography, you're coming up with the music, you're coming up with, how you basically want the story to be told. I love his music videos. It's always a production with Jackson Wang. The very first time I introduced Nick to Jackson Wang, I think it was 100 Ways. Nick was like, oh, we'll get to it. Like I'm saying, y'all are missing out. When that song first dropped is when I first introduced it to Nick. And that was years ago. And then I think like maybe 2 or 3 years later, Nick brought it on for you guys and you guys watching. And I said, just that whole Naruto kind of, and then how he was raising his girlfriend from the grave, and then his soldiers gave up their lives for them to be reunited. I said, that's a story. You know what I mean? And you're right. I really feel like all these artists out here have a story. Let us see it.
Yeah.
The dance choreography is one thing, and that's always going to be phenomenal, for us to watch. But show me your story. Like, put us on the N-hyphen, and they have a story. And that's what's making me like that group is, okay, what's going to happen next? You know what I mean? I want to see that story. I liked, for this song particularly, that hallway scene was phenomenal. And I enjoyed that. They didn't miss a beat, but I digress. Jackson Wang is one of my all-time favorites, and I'm going to continue to, follow his career path. I love his music. I don't think I've heard a song from him that I did not like. You know what I mean?
I can understand. Yeah.
Um, it's just I just like him and what he brings to the table. So we'll definitely be checking out more of Jackson Wang, especially for Kevin, because Kevin,
Yeah, I really.
I think Jackson Wang has become one of his favorites. So
I don't know if artists have the freedom that he has.
well, I know
So
that
talking about
Lay
concepts.
Lay is from China, so
He has freedom,
he has freedom.
but and not to say that people don't.
I think
But,
that it's more so, and this is just from what you and Nick and all of them would know more, but from what I'm seeing on my side is that the production company itself is basically saying, hey, this is what we want you guys to look like.
Right, they
or,
want
you
to
know,
control the
More
package.
control.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm hey, whatever works, you know what I mean? But I would love to see some more storylines. Because originally, back in the day, from Channel 65 video jukebox, from you know what I mean, from just us doing, and before MTV, we got to see music videos,
Mhm.
the story.
Oh, the best. I love
You know
that.
what I mean? And now here it is, 20, 30 years later.
Re-envision, you know.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I love all the dancing and I love the singing, but let's show me some stories. What does your song mean to you? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that way I can enjoy your vision.
But again, that kind of goes back into the
Production.
artists having freedom.
Yeah,
Right.
So it means something to him because pretty sure he wrote the song.
yeah.
Some groups don't, so they don't have that connection. When it comes time for videos, when it comes time for this, they can be told what the thought is, what the what the scheme is, but they won't have that connection.
And that's
Like,
pretty
that was
sad.
birth.
That's pretty sad because that means you're not singing from.
I mean, well, a lot of R&B groups are like that. Even back in the day, like a lot of we talk about songwriters all the time. Teddy Riley wrote a multitude of hits for other people. Babyface wrote a multitude of hits for other people. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis wrote probably way more songs than people know.
I like Babyface.
Yeah. It's just, I think that people had the patience and the attention span to watch those videos, whereas now everything has to be so hyper
Yeah.
and almost sensory overload
Yeah.
for people to sit there and actually watch it. Like we see the rap videos and
Keep
all they're doing is
engaged.
standing in the street and just zooming the camera left and right, back and forth. And
That's when people ask me to shoot the music videos. I'm like, do you have a story or am I just taking you to the nearest corner?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like yo.
well, we got 3 different corners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, so that was different from the first corner. Got it. Okay. Like, and I'm gonna change my outfit here on the second corner. Yeah, because that's
That's
gonna make a
what
big difference.
You
Yeah.
want some razzle dazzle? All right, let's turn the lights out and make a black light.
Yeah.
The video though reminded me of, it was like Rocky Horror Picture
Yep.
Show meets Phantom of the Opera meets
Yeah.
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies with the video game Soul Reaver, with that, because it was like theater, and then you have like that force, that life force that can sucks and brings the puppets, the
Yeah,
Pinocchio
yeah.
to life. And I did. That's what I loved about the video too. It's just that little, like, where's he going with this? What she's trying to say? Actually, just like, bring the life into like
He starts a lot of his videos the same way too. Low shots.
Yeah.
Like we saw low shots on Cruel
Yeah.
because we saw him walk in the scene and we saw the feet and everything else, and then we kind of panned up. This we kind of got a low shot,
Everybody
mist
laid
and the
down.
smoke
Yeah.
creeping through, and then everybody laying down. On the other one, I think Come Alive, which we could definitely probably hit today.
Excuse me.
Is another. I believe it starts with another a low shot. So I mean, he definitely has a style of telling a story. I wonder if 100 Ways starts like that too. I think it does, because doesn't it come out of the ground?
Yes.
Right. So clearly he's got a type.
Yeah.
So I mean, but like if you watch more of his videos, you catch little nuances of things, and all of them.
Things that might make sense to him though.
Yeah, like when you strip everything down, it could be the exact same thing, but none of
Yeah.
them are shot the same. None of them tell the same story.
And only that because he's building it up. So
Mhm.
why not start from the bottom?
Right.
All right, y'all. That's this episode of Sushi and Popcorn here on the Patreon. If you head over to YouTube, make sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out over there because we're definitely going through some stuff over there. And that's why we run here to our safe haven. But in the meantime, and in between time, y'all, please, please, please be safe in the streets.